So I got into RX-7s. I guess you could say it's kind of in my blood. My parents had two original RX-7s from the first shipment of RX-7s to America. So my mom got hers first. They were on a waiting list, and this is back in like May or June of '78. I was born in '79. So my dad got his. I don't think he wanted yellow, and I know he didn't want a 5-speed. He wanted automatic like my mom, because that's the one that they could drive. We lived in New Jersey. He got a call from a dealership in New York, which was close to where we lived. The guy said, listen, the doctor ordered one, a yellow one. He saw it, he didn't want it. He was like, if you want it, you can come by and get it for sticker price. Because at the time, they were selling them for like double the sticker price. So my dad took a cab to New York, got the car, and he planned to drive it back to New Jersey and then sell it for double until he could get the one that he actually wanted. But as the story goes, he bought the car, drove it back home, kept going right past the house. He was having so much fun, and the rest is history. He had the car, I think he owned it for about 11 years or so. But during that time, I was born in '79. He didn't want to get rid of the car. It's a 2-seater, so he got rear seats, custom rear seats for me, which were introduced as an aftermarket accessory maybe a year or so after the car was introduced. Which I actually found some and put the rear seats in mine, just like he had. It was originally what Mazda called Spark Yellow. Someone ran into him in the parking lot, tried to get the car repainted. They couldn't match it. So he said he wanted a more pleasing shade of yellow, which was, at the time, 1981 Corvette yellow. So he got it painted then. That's what this is, 1981 Corvette yellow. At the time, I was 2-3 years old. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world to watch him, put the wheels on it, get the car painted, little louvers, all the little tweaks and mods that he did back then. So over the years, I knew I wanted to get an RX-7. He was my inspiration. And my first car was a 1985 RX-7 GSL SE. I had that for about 26 years. I also owned a 93 FD, modded that, had that for 14 years, had all the fun that you could have in an FD. I loved it, but I always wanted one exactly like the one that I remember, a 79 yellow with the brown interior, just like my dad's. So I found this online. I was just doing a search, just a random search, just to see what was online as far as 79 RX-7s went. And I came across one that was just like my dad's, but it was from 2 years prior to when I was looking at it. And the guy said it was barn find. He said he would never sell it. And I was showing my dad. I told my wife, I was like, if I ever got one, I want it to be just like this, because it's exactly like my dad's. So a couple months later, I was doing a search on eBay, and I found a yellow one, and I looked at it, and it was the same one that I had seen from online that the guy said he would never sell. So I contacted him. I told him the story that I'm telling you right now, and within 20 minutes he took down the ad, and we worked out a deal. He was in Ohio. He actually drove the car, trailered the car from Ohio to my house, and it was completely stocked in. And over 2 years that I've had it, I've gotten it to this point, which is pretty much an exact replica of my dad's, except for the Epsilons. And the thing about the Epsilons is, I remember when I was about 6 years old, my dad and I were looking through a magazine, and he said, I'm thinking about getting new wheels, and he was pointing at a picture of gold Epsilon.
Wow.
But he sold the car before he got a chance to do that, so this is actually pretty much exactly where my dad would have had his, had he kept it. So, that's the story.
Hey.
What?
That's the project we had out here.
Oh, what the heck is that? Let's go take a look. That's my car. That's my car. How did you
long time, Pop Pop. We couldn't do it any longer.
I said to myself, how is this boy gonna extract all of that Mazda RX-7 and not have one of his own? I did this I feel like I'm in that car. That's fun. Yeah. That's not even funny. You know, this is amazing. You kept this thing a secret.
How long have we had it? Go here. No, just for a second. If you want to go get your new sandals on, you can, or you can stand here. Bye, guys. Have fun.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Here they go.